Hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? Good Saturday morning. I hope y'all have had a good breakfast. We have had what they call a sawmill breakfast or a good old Southern breakfast. Looky here.
Oh, don't put it on.
Does Mama look satisfied? Are you satisfied, Mama? You ain't eat your food.
I've eaten too much.
I made some gravy this morning. I fried up those little bitty pork chops. They're just little strips. And I made some pone bread over there. Y'all recognize that pone bread. And this is some grits. And I just stirred them up in here and put them in the microwave because these were left over. Because Mama did make me some grits one day this week, didn't you, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm having my coffee. I finished. Oh, that coffee's so good. Look at that smoke coming off from it. That steam. Mama, what's on the agenda today? I'm sure it's full.
Work.
Mercy. Mama's got a list as long as her arm.
Oh, leg. My arm's too short to write it off.
I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. And you're going to think, them two people are crazy. We have all, we've told you before, we don't buy bedroom suits and all that silly stuff. We just pick us up one here, we pick us one there. It's just antiques. So I'm going to tell you the color code. So in my bedroom, I've got an old antique bed, and it's a gold color. Not shiny gold, like yellow honey mustard, dark yellow. I love it, though. But Mama thinks it'll look good in her room, because she's got white in her room, and she's wanting that little pop of color. But out in the sun porch, she's wanting to put a bed for napping and for sleeping. I'll sleep out there. Because it's going to be cooler. So she thinks the white one will look better out there with her white swings. White cabinet. So the white one's in her room. And she's wanting the yellow one out of my bedroom to go in her white room to give it one little pop of color. In the guest bedroom, one of the guest bedrooms, we've got just an old
brown,
iron colored one. It's just
brown.
It's not brown. It's not painted. It's just the metal color, I think. Mm-hmm. It's just natural. Well, everything in my room is brown, and I've got lights on each side. They're that color as the bed. Mama said I knew there's something up. She said that bed in that spare room would match your room really good. We need to move it in here. And I said, what are you going to do with this yellow bed? And she said, well, I thought I might put it in my room for a pop of color. And I said, and put your white bed on the back porch because you got white. She said, you figured me out. I said, sure did. Look at her. She's guilty. So, we're not just going to move one bed out to the porch. We're going to move all three beds.
Well, only one we ain't touching is guest bedroom.
One guest bedroom in the back of the house that is actually a bedroom suite. And it was Granny's. She sold it to my aunt years ago because we were going to Florida. Now, what a reason to sell an antique bedroom suit. And she sold it for hardly nothing, $150 or something. And so as years went on, I bought it back from her. She wanted to change after so long. And I bought it back from her. I was glad to get it. But we don't do nothing simple, folks. But I'm going to tell you this. We ain't moving no mattresses. Everybody's mattresses goes right back on. So we're just going to flip the mattress off on the floor.
The only one we have to move is from the extra to the sun.
One mattress. And I'm going to move it on some moving things I got. So that won't be too hard. But we ain't moving all beds, just bedsteads. Y'all know what a bedstead is?
The frame.
The frame. It's the metal part and the slats and the iron. And these have got big barrel. They call them barrel and notch on the post. They don't do that hook thing. They fall down in this thing. So you have to use the same rails because over the years they've worn to one another. Y'all see why Mama sits over here on this corner? This is her usual seat. Could you imagine filming like this every day, back and forth? We'd be crazy. But that's what we got, and that's probably it. That's probably all we can manage moving three beds around. Now, that's a lot of work.
We've got to move furniture out there to get that bed out there right. So it ain't going to be just simple, handy-dandy.
Do you see how domino effect works? Move one bed out into the sun porch, and you got to move furniture. Mama, I got a feeling today going to be a heavy-duty work day. So that's the reason we started out with the sawmill breakfast.
Oh, I'll have to take a nap maybe after a while.
Oh, Mama.
Rest in.
You're going to work in a
rest in between the beds.
We got an earlier start today. I got up early. I've had coffee. I'm just sitting here finishing up my grits. You see this little bit of grits here?
Somebody fixed me way too much breakfast.
We'll have a talk with them, Mama.
Yeah.
Was it the help?
It was the help.
The help fixed her too much, she said. Our staff.
I can't eat that much.
The full-time staff we keep on hand here.
Without pay.
Without pay?
Yeah, that's the best kind of help, without pay.
Well, I wanted to start you out because I know what will happen. This is Mama's M.O. On Saturday mornings. She'll get up. I ain't too hungry right now. So she'll go to 10:30. It's what she does every day, I believe. That's the reason I always suspect.
I eat at 9 o'clock when Prairie Mason's home.
But then she'll say, let's just eat a honey bun or a coffee cake, and then we'll eat a good lunch. And then she starts her day out with sweets, which I know gravy's not the best. But she did have eggs and pork chops.
I didn't eat much gravy.
She did not eat much gravy. As you can see, there's still a bowl full left. So I wanted to start her out with some eggs and pork chops this morning. And these are those little pieces that we had left. This is not last night's pork chops. This is those extra ones I told you we had enough for breakfast. See how little skinny they were before I pounded them out? So we've still got enough. So what we'll do in the morning, it's Sunday. Usually it's a busier morning for us. We'll save that gravy and the pork chops, that pone bread, this little bite of grits, and we'll just heat that up in the morning quick. And that way we can get off to Sunday school. All right,
No
Mama.
cooking this Sunday morning.
No cooking this Sunday morning. We ain't got time for that foolishness.
We've got all that cooking behind us for all that homecoming and all that.
All right, Mama, you got anything you want to tell the folks today?
No.
Pray for us, because you know how she is in the kitchen. You can imagine how she'd be moving furniture. She's strict. Don't move it there. Put that. Why did you set that there? Why don't you?
An inch or two more this way.
Literally.
You know
Literally.
that needs another inch or two.
Why'd you set that there? Because it's down, Mama. It's on the ground. Why did it hurt? Well, I'd have put it over there. Well, next time you move it, you can put it over there. Well, you could have moved, and then I end up moving it.
Why not do it right to start with?
And right, if you want to know what right means.
It's the way I want it.
Confession, good for the soul.
I got to get my trees started, getting them up.
That's what all this is about. I was going to tell you all that. No beds need to be moved, like emergency fashion. We could live right here from now on and never move a bed.
But then you couldn't sleep out on the cool porch.
But also, it's a part of the sickness that she has. And the sickness is, it's already November and I ain't got one tree up. Now, next week, she's going to start putting up trees. I know. So, she goes through this every October. The whole house has to be rearranged.
This is November already. I'm behind time.
The whole house has to be rearranged and cleaned. And furniture's been moved. She moved all kinds of stuff yesterday. And I'm like, why is she moving that far? I thought, oh, it's tree syndrome.
I have to make room for the tree over there.
It's tree syndrome. That's all it is. You'll start seeing things start sliding to the right, sliding to the left. And there'll be a hole in the middle. And you're like, I wonder what's she doing that for? That's where a tree's going to sit. That's where a tree's going to sit. Now, all that furniture moving we did at the beginning of October, now I'm realizing we had in her living room 2 chairs and an ottoman. And it was hard to get the tree in there last year. So now, about a month, 3 weeks ago, she said, I want those 2 wingbacks back in the living room. I thought, why? She's okay. I moved them in there, and we moved the others out there. And I thought, oh, that's where the tree's going to go. I already figured you out, Mama. How many trees you gonna put up, Mama?
Oh, 2 or 3.
Mama.
And one. I'm not going to put up all those trees. Surely not. I'm getting too old, I think, to do a lot of them.
Mama. Come on, you with friends.
Well, I'll put a tree in the living room.
That's one.
My friend's tree over there in the end of the kitchen. And
That's
I always
2.
put my Tupperware tree right
That's
there.
3.
In the dining room, I put my Coca-Cola tree.
And that's 4.
I put your bird nature tree in the sunroom.
That's 5.
I put one in the sun porch always.
That was when it was smaller. Now that it's expanded, how many is it getting?
I'm going to see if I can put 2 out there.
That's 7.
Put one in the bathroom in here, guest bathroom. I'm not putting one in the car, in the garage this year. Put a little ceramic tree in the other bathroom in yonder. My bathroom's the only bathroom that don't get a tree. I might stick one in there this year to cheer me up.
Are you sad?
Huh? No.
You need cheered up. Them other 8, 9, 10 trees don't cheer you up as you walk through the house.
Yeah, but I don't have one in my bathroom. I ain't never put one in there. It's little, though.
There's not a lot of counter space.
No. So I may not.
Yeah, I'll have to buy you one then that you hang on the wall and plug in.
Ain't no wall space much either. Oh, well, I may not get all that done this year because I'm 5 now, so it's a little harder to do stuff.
It's real, folks. We'll be doing trees for a spell now, but then we'll show them to y'all. We always show our trees every year. Mama loves that. And she's got more space now to put a tree in the porch. So I'm going to just go out on a limb and say there'll be at least 3 trees out there.
No, 2's more than enough.
Oh, more than enough. More.
If I put 2.
If she even bothers with 2.
I have to have one out there if we sit out there. You've got to look at one and see the pretty lights and stuff. They set it close to the fireplace so you can watch the fireplace and the tree too. We better quit talking and get busy. I'm already getting tired about talking about all this.
I'm wore out. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Find you something good to do today, even if it is moving furniture, getting ready for your trees. When is it too early to put up a tree?
July.
Mama says July is too early. Mama normally has trees up by Halloween. That's her goal every year.
I'm way behind this year.
And Mama calls, there's 2 phases. She likes to put them up, and then she lights them, and then she likes to decorate them. So
they need to be put up early so that they can fluff out and do everything they need to do. If you just stick them up and decorate them right then, they're not pretty shaped. It takes a while to get them in good shape.
because you have to go to every one of them and poke around on them.
Yeah, fluff them out. I'm anxious to put up that new tree I got out there. That's the first thing I'm putting up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I want to see.
I bought her a new tree for her sun porch because supposedly it is an antique looking tree, like a real tree, and the limbs kind of come up a little bit. So I'm excited to see it too. But, you know, you would guess it. You wouldn't y'all guess that I would be allergic to the plastic in trees? I mean, you would, wouldn't you? Because when I fool with a tree, my hands, anywhere that touches them, looks like I've been in a cat fight.
And a sun, too. Looks like you broke out.
And it just scratches. It just looks like I've been scratched. Even though I don't feel it when I'm doing it, it's an hour or two later they start getting red everywhere that's... And I don't know, and it's been different trees. I just don't do well with those dumb.
No, that's the reason I decorated.
I could wear probably some gloves. I guess. I don't know. But wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know?
I believe you just do that. Keep from
No, Mama, it's irritating. I wouldn't do it for... I wouldn't do it. All right, folks, y'all know what we're planning on doing today. Working, moving, rearranging, changing. We do this about twice a year.
You have to undo it after Christmas.
We do this about 3 times a year. Because Mama likes to rearrange and change.
Used to, when I was younger, I rearranged the living room every week or two.
Every week. Every time she cleaned good, she had to rearrange it. And I said, Mama, why you rearrange so much? She said, if you have to pull the chairs and the couches and everything out to dust and sweep underneath them, why put them right back where they was? Rotate it around.
Your daddy, he hated it when it was all rearranged.
But you didn't worry if you hated it, because next week it's going to be in a different place. Next week it'd be somewhere new. But the only thing that didn't get moved was the TV, because it was hooked up to the antenna.
Cable and all that stuff.
We didn't have cable. I remember when we got cable. I was grown. I was 13, probably.
I guess
12. Before that, we had the antenna.
We're slow about getting stuff in this.
We always...
Whoa, boy.
We always slow about something, Mama. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that?
Spilled his coffee. That was too
Can't
green.
cry over spilled coffee.
It's not cry over spilled milk. I think.
Oh, is that? I say coffee. All right, Mama. Say goodbye so we can get to...
Goodbye, Mama.
I'll give you a report tomorrow.
If we're able to come on.
Oh, Mama. Don't say that. Lord willing, we'll be able. Lord willing, we'll get it all done. And hopefully we'll still be friends. You think we'll be friends, Mama?
Yeah, we'll get over mad spells fast, so it don't matter.
We don't never get mad or even nearly not. You know, we don't never do nothing foolishness. I'll just say, Mama, you're about to get my last nerve. And she'll say, well, you've been on my last nerve all day. Now get that over where I told you. Ain't that the way it goes?
Sometimes.
Or another one of her sayings, does your mama or your granny ever said this to you? I said, Mama, I'm getting aggravated. She said, well, you can get unaggravated in the same britches you got aggravated in.
You ain't supposed to tell everything.
Do you say that, Mama?
Yeah, sometimes. I have.
Or you can get happy in the same britches you got mad in. That's all I can tell you.
Rub that mad spot and go on. That's one of...
Or, this one probably gets on my nerves the worst when she says this one to me. I just want to go, it'll be good for you. What's that mean? What's that mean?
Work is good for you.
I'll say, Mama, this is getting aggravating now. Well, that'll be good for you. Am I lying?
Work's good for you.
Getting aggravated ain't though, is it?
Well, you shouldn't get aggravated over a little bit of work. Rub that mad spot and go right on. It won't hurt you.
Say a prayer for us, y'all. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama. And God bless you all.
Y'all have a blessed
Bye-bye.
day. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. And we'll probably cook something. We'll see
Hopefully.
you. Bye-bye.